Better effort, but the result obviously is what it counts.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate you saying that. I agree. I thought the guys worked really hard. They didn't quit. They worked right to the end. But you're right, we didn't get the results. So there are some things we need to do better offensively and defensively to make sure we get the results in our next game.
Specifically, what did you think that Kelowna was bringing today? Was it just a matter of them capitalizing on their chances, or was it limiting their speed?
They did capitalize on their chances for sure, and they earned their chances. They worked really hard. They were physical. They were fast. They always play well like that. You know what I mean? And we've talked about this before. They're much better than their record right now. We saw it the last couple of games. And they did capitalize on their chances, and they were opportunistic. And I thought they were, like I said, really physical as well.
Gould seemed to play with more confidence tonight. He actually made a lot of really good saves last night too, even though he got pulled. But tonight he seemed to have more confidence and was positioning himself really well. Can you talk about his game?
Yeah, I agree. I'm glad you mentioned that. I thought he played really well both games also. And you're right, his confidence did grow. He was big, he was at the top of his crease, controlled his rebounds quite well. And it was just some lapses in front of him, unfortunately, that resulted in the goals against. But it wasn't on him, that's for sure. He played very well.
No points on a weekend against the division rival, obviously not what you want. What would your overall assessment of the weekend in total be for you guys?
Well, it gives us a lot of great starting points, teaching points, building blocks for this next week of practice coming up. We have a long week getting ready for the Brandon game, so that's probably the best thing for us right now. After the last couple of losses we mentioned, we get right back at it and play. That's good. But after this one, it really feels like we need some practice time, and we'll get that this week, so that's a positive.
Do you have Griffin's status yet, or can you say anything about it?
Yeah, he'll be fine. He's good to go. Just a little tired, a little sore, getting him some rest, that's all that is. So he'll be good to go, I'm sure.
Did this weekend maybe highlight how valuable Griff is to this team when he's on the ice?
Yes and no. I mean, the answer is yes. He's extremely valuable. He's always solid and always a rock for us. But I want to be careful about not discounting Brock's play either, because Brock did play very well. So both our goalies we value very highly.
Is there perhaps a motivation, though, that the team might be relying more on Griffin than they should be?
No, I don't think so. I think, every team needs a good goalie. He's when you do break down or the other team earns a chance or when you're on the penalty kill, whatever, you need your goalie to be there, and our goalies are there for us. They're both great.
You said a full week off of practice. What's the emphasis going to be heading up to next weekend against Brandon?
It'll be every area of the game. We want to work on our D zone, of course. There were a couple lapses there. Our puck control and puck management, breakouts and entries, things like that. And of course special teams, that's so huge in this league, so got to get our special teams fired up for the weekend.
All right, good, thank you.
Great. Thanks very much, guys.
Hey Scott, just your thoughts on obviously getting swept by Kelowna this weekend.
Yeah, I mean it stings a bit, but it's still October. Still coming together as a team. We're still a young team. Obviously, we didn't show the way that we wanted to this weekend, but it's part of hockey. It's part of the game. They had our number this weekend, but we still have a big week of practice this week that we're going to compete and make ourselves better for next Saturday.
Talk about it being October, and you had Gould in net 3 games. He seemed to show improvement in each game. Tonight, he looked like he was positioned really well and showed a lot of confidence. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, he's. We have a nickname for him in the room, and we call him Brock Gould. And you know what? Yeah, we didn't play that well in front of him, and maybe the score wasn't indicative of how we played. We missed some assignments, but he's going to be a really good goalie in this league, and I think he constantly improved through the weekend. And there's some goals that, as a team, we want that. We don't want him to think that they're on him; they were on us. And he's going to be a great player in this league, and we have all the confidence in him. We don't play any different when he's in net or on press.
You touched on it, but I mean, no points on a weekend against a division rival. If you just had to assess the weekend overall, how would you put it for you guys coming out of this one with no points?
I'm not going to lie, it is a bit disappointing, but it's just motivation now. There's nothing that we can do back and look back to change it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go get back to work this week, and we're going to use that as motivation going into Saturday against Brandon.
And you said, a couple goals you guys would like back with Brock and goal there. Is there a team dinner that maybe he doesn't have to worry about coming up with all those breakaways and stuff like that?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, there's a lot of good things this weekend. We had a lot of opportunities. We probably deserved to score more than we did in both games, but at the end of the day, that's hockey, and we had a lot of good things, but it gets wiped out when we miss some assignments and we leave them out to dry like that.
What do you think the Rockets are doing this to be your power play that Chucker knows scoring?
Yeah, I think that they did a good job not letting us on there. We got on there and we were buzzing tonight. We had a couple really good chances. An inch of going in twice, 2 or 3 times that definitely could have easily been goals, but we're going to go back to the drawing board this week, and we're really going to hone in just the basics, and that's what's been good about the power play when it was clicking in practice all week and on Wednesday against Vancouver.
So back to the drawing board, you guys have a week between games now, a long time to do all this. How do you tackle the long break between games, especially given that it wasn't a good weekend for you guys? How do you regroup for next week and have some more success?
Just like I said earlier, it's all about this week of practice. It's hard work. There's no shortcuts on this team, and we don't take shortcuts. So this week in practice, it's all about working hard, competing hard every day, and pushing ourselves. We aren't going to get better if we're easy on each other in practice and we're tiptoeing around each other's ceilings. We really have to compete this week in practice and push each other as a team to take that step to the next level.
There's an unwritten sort of thing that happens to every team, and that's puck luck. And it seemed like tonight you guys worked very hard. You worked hard last night. It didn't seem to have any puck luck, especially around the net. There were lots of chances. Would you write this off partially, at least offensively, as just another one of those bad luck sort of games?
Yes and no. I think sometimes we deserve a little bit better of a fate, but there's a couple times that we had good chances and we either wouldn't stick around the net or we go to the right areas, or maybe we treated a bit for offense, and that's when they put it right back. So definitely a bit, but we could have controlled this weekend a lot better. We always talked about managing a game, and we could have managed these games better.
Thank you. All right.